Hey everyone, my name is Leslie with Candle Life Company. I make videos all about making, selling candles, and as well giving you all any tips and tricks, educating you, and in hopes that if you implement anything I have to say, any advice I give, you implement it successfully. Welcome. I am super excited. This is my third video upload. And today, if you haven't watched my previous video, I suggest you do watch it because it's going to walk you through step by step what I did to personally open up and start my business. And I hope that it helps you all to kind of give you like the footprint of everything. But in today's video, I actually want to talk about so let's go ahead. So I want to talk about the shipping platform. Okay. Now, this is given the fact that we already have secured our brand name, right? So we have our own domain. Okay. So you can go to a website called godaddy.com and actually purchase your own domain. And hopefully it is available to you, and also securing that name through social media platforms, whichever social media platforms you want to use, and your email. And I do recommend getting an email because it's just more professional and it's just strictly tied down with your business. So that I did say was step number one in the previous video. And then we also talked about how will your business operate? Is it going to be a sole proprietorship? Is it going to be a partnership? Is it going to be an LLC, right? And those things you can go ahead as well and Google it in your state of how to obtain an EIN for your business, okay? Which is also important because it gives your business like its own social security number in a sense, and that is for filing taxes. Okay, so you can go ahead and do your own research on that because it does vary state to state. That's why I say that it's very different in my state, in the state of Illinois, compared to like if you live maybe in Texas or California. So those two are very important steps to go ahead and start. Do your research on that, of course, and make sure those steps are covered. They're checked off your list. And before I go ahead and start talking about the shipping platform method that you choose to go with, um, I want to I want to stress out the importance, okay, of actually having a planner. So I have one. I love it. I bought this from I think it was like Hobby Lobby or Home Goods, I believe. So purchasing one is very important so you can keep track of any tasks for the day, any tasks for the week that need to get done, and as well as anything even personal, like doctor's appointments and things like that. So you're always scheduling and scheduling a routine and being organized in scheduling that routine. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I am going to show you not only the supplies to keep in mind that you should have when we are talking about the topic of shipping, but I also want to show you, I will upload it, of course, what's going to be in this video included for you. The shipping platform method I use. So I go through Pirate Ship. Okay, ship as in SHIP. And it's a very cool, awesome platform. I personally like it. I know that there's other platforms out there, other methods for you to go ahead and obtain like a shipping label, how you're going to do your shipments. And I personally just choose to go through Pirate Ship because not only you can integrate it to your shop, but you can also, like, let's say you just want to do an individual label, right? you can put in that information yourself. Like it's a really cool, awesome platform. And I personally recommend that platform. And I apologize if you all hear any noise. There is some lawn maintenance going on outside, so I apologize in advance. All right. And before we jump into the next scenes of actually walking you through Pirate Ship, just kind of showing you the cool features about it and actually showing you the supplies needed, I do want to go ahead and just make this comment as well. So think very carefully how you would like your shipping, not only the shipping method, but as well as how would you like your shipping presentation to look like, right? So I'm looking at my notes, guys. So if you see me looking down, I apologize. I'm looking at my notes. So your thermal printer, right? Now, the thermal printer is very important. I said that you can go ahead and look into Amazon. Amazon usually has really great prices on them, and there are two types of thermal printers. There's the one that you can actually just hook up to your computer or your laptop directly, or there's the Bluetooth wireless one. Any shipping labels, right? So shipping labels go along with the thermal printer. Okay. And then boxes, like size, different variety of boxes is recommended because sometimes you're going to have a customer that's only going to order one candle. There's going to be customers that are going to order multiple candles. So it is very, very much recommended for you to get a various sizes of boxes for those kind of different orders. Now, how do you want your interior packaging to be, right? So we want to make sure our candle gets to our customer intact, right? So any packaging peanuts, crinkle cut paper, bubble wrap, etc., right? And as well as any fragile labels you want to go ahead and put on the box or stamp it. They got stamps of that. And one last thing before we go ahead and I start actually demonstrating you the pirate ship website. So it is very important to also have a package weighing scale. I will show you the one that I have, and I purchased that from Amazon as well. I can go ahead and help you guys put as much links in the description as possible for you all, but I have a scale to go ahead and weigh out my package, okay? And it's important because when you go through Pirate Ship is actually going to ask you pounds and ounces. So I will go ahead and walk you all through it. And hopefully it gives you a great idea. And again, it helps the wheels turn so you can do your own research and actually order the right sizes or, with whoever the supplier you would like to be. Alrighty, everyone. So this is pirateship.com. The shipping platform that I did state that I have been using since I launched my business back in 2021. So here you would just make your own account, right? So create your free account. It states it right here. So let's go ahead and click create free account, right? And the reason why I like using this platform is because they do offer cheaper rates as well. So like 89% off at the moment with USPS, up to 85% off with UPS. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and enter your email and you're going to create a password as well. And then you're just going to hit create your free account and boom, bada bang, we are there already, right, to start. Okay, so once you get into your main screen, and I had to blur out the bottom portion just because it is names of customers and things of that nature, right? So you're going to have um all your shipments here, right, going down the screen. And then right up here, like I have Shopify, I can integrate it with my shop. As of right now, like I said, I'm still in my relaunch era, so it is not connected yet. It's not going to import anything right now. And the awesome part is that once you integrate it, you get any orders, it'll give you the all the information here. So this is awesome because then you can go ahead and click to get a label, to print out a label. And I'll walk you through it, whether you're going to do it manually or it's going to automatically port over your customers' information because they're actually ordering from your direct website. So whether you are getting an order directly from Shopify or Etsy, it's going to bring you to this screen here. Okay, it'll have whatever information they inputted. So if they inputted their email, it's going to have their email, their phone number, It's going to have their name, their shipping address, of course. If they live in an apartment, right? It's going to have apartment here, city, state, zip code, right? US. If you decide to ship internationally, then it'll be wherever they're at, right, outside of the US. So remember, I did say that a PO box is highly recommended, and I highly recommend you guys get a PO box as well, just so that you can keep your residing residence address private. Okay, so I'm shipping from here, and if there's any like returns or anything like that, um, it'll get shipped back to this PO box. Okay, so there's always going to be one or two ways you're going to do your packaging. Either you're going to use a box, right? Or you're going to use a poly mailer, an envelope. So it's going to have its options here. Next is going to be that portion of what is the length of the box, the width, and the height. This is why I like Uline because it'll have it there right at the bottom of the box in one of the flaps. And this is why it's important to go ahead and get a scale for your package because again, it is going to ask what are the pounds, what are the ounces? So you can go ahead and type that in there, right? Now, all this good stuff, I don't use insurance for shipping out my packages, okay? Any extra services, I don't use that as well. But it'll have like Signer confirmation and other things like irregular packaging, qualifies for media mail. I don't use any of that. Hazardous materials, if you are shipping hazardous materials, then you would obviously click that. Customs form, this is required for international, military, APO, FFO, and US territories. So you would hit that if you are shipping anywhere where it falls under this category. And what's awesome is, for example, once you put in all this, let's say the customer only orders one candle, right? And like for my candle, I'll have a 6 by 6 by 4, right? Now, let's say the pounds are just 1 pound and I don't know, let's just put 8 ounces, right? The cool thing is that we could save this package and then we can also put it for one candle. And then when we hit rates, it'll automatically save this. So next time when you have just a one candle order, you can just click on save packages and then click on just the one candle. Instead of typing in all this, it'll already have it automatically for you. But let's go ahead and ship or do just a demo. So let's say we want John Doe, right? So John Doe, this is just another address. So just for example purposes. So whether you are going to either create a single label yourself or it's going to get imported from Shopify, it'll have this information, right? This is just for demonstration purposes. Now let's go ahead and get rates, right? We would click get rates. Gotta wait for it to load. There we go. So if I wanted to go ahead and ship through UPS, it is telling me that this is the best deal possible. Okay. So what I like is that they give you $100 carrier liability and it's going to give you the price here. Okay. Now, if I want to, for example, go through USPS, it's telling me here it's 50 cents more. And as well, it'll be $100 carrier liability, and then it'll tell me the price here. Okay, but we always want to go with the cheaper price, right? The more the least amount of money, right, that we have to spend to ship the packaging out. And then it'll ask you, when are you going to ship? So are you going to go out and ship it today? Are you going to ship it tomorrow? Are you going to ship it when? Like, so that way it updates you. So like, let's say we're going to ship tomorrow, right? It'll tell us when we print when we hit buy label and go to the next and go to the next the final page for this. It'll let us know when will the package be estimated to be delivered to your customer. But this is how this page would look. I'm obviously not going to hit purchase because I'm not going to buy the label for this person. But this is just a perfect example to go ahead and show you. I promise you the final window is literally just a confirmation of the information, and it's going to have a section or a option to go ahead and download and then print your label. So again, you can either print it through your home printer, right? Or an actual thermal printer, okay? So it'll give you can go ahead and set that up however, but this is exactly just a little demo of how to use Pirate Ship, which I absolutely love. So, for example, here is my home printer. I'm honestly not satisfied with this printer. I'm just stuck with it because of the price. I paid over $500 for this printer back in 2020. So I just work with what I have right now. In the near future, I do hope to invest in a different brand of a printer. But with the home printers, you can choose to print labels out with this home printer. Just keep in mind that the cost is going to add up to continue putting in more ink, and also it's a little bit more time consuming because you have to um, cut out the labels yourselves and then actually use a tape to tape the label right onto the box. You can either get it, like I said, where it's directly connected to your computer or laptop, or you could get the Bluetooth wireless ones. And do not forget to get an actual um the labels. I just brought out a few different sizes from my boxes. I do purchase a lot of my packaging, or I'm sorry, shipping items from Uline. I actually love the quality. So these are the Kraft boxes, and it's really nice with Uline because it'll have the box measurements right outside. Here we have our bubble wrap roll. I'm kind of going a little low in that, so I have to reorder that. Again, that is through Uline. Like I've said before, we want to make sure that our customers get their candles as much as possible intact, right? So it's very important of how you want to actually have your packaging routine to provide that cushion and intactness. So that way your customer is happy with their candle and it's all in one piece. Here we have just our essentials. So we have our tape, right? And then I also have here a stamp. So this is the Fragile Handle with Care stamp. I just stamped the box And that just pretty much lets the carrier know that it is a fragile package. Have labels, and I print these out, and I got this template actually from Canva, right? And I print it out and at home, and I put it on top of the boxes. So again, it's just like a further step to make the carrier aware that the package they are handling is fragile, right? Handle it with care, please. This is totally optional, but I actually have my own company personalized tape. This I actually do go ahead and tape the whole box with. I love it. It's so personalized. Um, and it just adds like a little different, it's just a unique touch. That's it. So I have this, and I purchased this separately through Amazon. And the thing is with this tape is the fact that it's not a sticky tape, right? You have to put water in this compartment here. The roller ends up getting wets the tape and activates the stickiness for the tape. So that's actually pretty awesome. And we also have, remember I told you guys about getting a scale to weigh your packages. This is mine's here. See, it's already set to pounds and ounces. So I just put the box here. It'll let me know the weight, right? And I can take it then into pirate ship and put the accurate weight for my package. Another great method is tissue paper. I get it from Uline. It is the 20 by 30 white tissue paper. So this is another good option for your shipment. And the most satisfying part right here is the crinkle cut paper. This is again still from Uline. It is the Kraft crinkle cut paper. It's just, I love it. So this is another actually great idea if you want to put this in your box to actually give it that cushion as well. And we have our packaging peanuts. So believe it or not, you can actually purchase these anywhere, Uline, Amazon, and all that good stuff. What I did with these is actually all my supplies that I have ordered, some of it came with a lot of packaging peanuts. And guess what? This is all just reused from the previous orders. I actually ordered like all my fragrance oils and things like that that come with packaging peanuts. This is exactly where I got it from. So I have yet to actually purchase packaging peanuts. This is again all from what I've ordered throughout the years. I have plenty. So that's actually a good tip to keep in mind when you start getting all your supplies instead of purchasing packaging peanuts. So just keep that in mind. I hope that this video helped you a bit more to understand kind of like where we're at on the shipping method platform, right? And as well as any supplies needed, right? I want to thank you all for tuning in, watching this video. If you haven't liked it yet, if you can please drop us a nice like. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and reach out to me in the comments or through our IG, which we do have our social media platform IG in the main channel description, candle.life.co. So you can reach out to me through there as well. I want to wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. Till next time.